What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Khaalil Wyatt. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Usually, I make videos about fashion, tech, games, whatever I'm interested in at the time. And today, I'm going to be talking about a new computer that I actually released this year. It's called the HP Envy x360 2-in-1, the 16-inch. Now, I know it's a long name, long title, whatever, but when I tell you this computer is a powerhouse, this is everything you could want in a computer. Today I'm just going to give you guys my first impressions and a little unboxing of the computer. Then another video will come later about my review. I'll do a full week in the life with this computer. So just getting straight into it, this computer originally retails for about $1,100, but it was on sale, so I'm not spending no almost $2,000 on the computer, but look, it was on sale. And this type of computer is always on sale, so it was about $740 maybe. So a big sale. Yeah, it's always like that. You probably rarely would find it at retail. But the one I got was the Intel i7 CPU, and it pretty sure has an Intel graphics card too. But I'll put the full stuff either on here or in the description. But yeah, it's a good model. I got the 16-inch mostly because I'll be using it for school, and I'm gonna need it for like multitasking and coding and stuff like that. But even when I went to go pick up the computer, the guy that handed it to me, he was like, "Hey man, you got yourself a good computer here." I was like, "Dang, for real? I ain't know." Like, I ain't know nothing about that. Like, bro was hyping me up. I was like, okay. But yeah, starting with the box, amazing presentation. I know it's not the most flashiest thing, but I'm gonna explain why I really like the presentation of this computer a lot more than some other computers. So HP is doing, and probably a lot of other tech companies are doing, this whole initiative called Go Beyond, and it's more so dedicated towards how technology can impact our world and being more sustainable, if that makes sense. So for example, they're really big on reducing their carbon footprint and making sure that technology is accessible to people all across the world, not just in wealthy parts of the world. I think that's a great initiative, and they even do it on the box. Now, not everything is going to be recycled material and all that stuff, but a lot of the packaging came in paper and like recycled paper. Even the instructions and stuff like that, everything was so minimal to reduce waste, which is really cool. They have this little QR code that you can scan and get more information about it, so I thought that was pretty cool. Opening up the box, you get a pretty basic and simple setup. You have the computer, power cords, you have the manuals. Now if you want to get extra coverage, you can go to like Best Buy, whatever coverage warranty system you use. It does come with standard 1-year warranty. But out the box, cord, amazing. It's like a threaded, I don't even know what the material is called, maybe nylon. It's like triple threaded, I don't know. It's super durable, and it takes USB Type-C to charge, which is amazing. But yeah, super small and compact, so it really slips into any pocket or bag that you may have. Now, given this is the 16-inch, so it is going to take a bigger bag. It's a bigger computer, but I would say for my needs, it's worth it. Obviously, they have smaller dimensions. They have the 15-inch, 14-inch. I don't think they go down to the 13-inch, but they have smaller dimensions than 16. But even though their whole pledge of climate, sustainability, stuff like that, the packaging was actually really nice. High quality materials. I actually enjoyed the experience. It was pretty different from what I'm used to. Usually you're used to clean, taking the box off and peeling back the paper. I mean, it was some of that, but it was more so, it made you think while you was unboxing it. It made you think, okay, how can I be more environmentally friendly? But the laptop itself is beautiful machine. I got the silver colorway. I forgot what it's actually called, but beautiful machine. Keyboard is pretty cool. I don't actually like that the speakers are on each side. Me personally, whenever I use a laptop, I always have headphones in when I'm listening to something, so I don't need a big powerful speakers. That's just me. And so I wish the keypad could have taken up that space, and maybe we could have had room for more function keys or something like that. I also wish that the trackpad was a little bit bigger. Given that it's a 16-inch, I was expecting it to be slightly bigger. For the average person, I think it'll work perfectly fine. And given that it is a big computer, it is kind of awkward to have in tablet mode. I don't use it in tablet mode most times. I usually just use it as a laptop, but I've said this in previous videos, I feel like everything should be touchscreen, so I am appreciative of it being touchscreen so that I can use it that way when I need it. But along the side, we have HDMI ports, USB Type-C ports, headphone jack, all the generic standard things. when you get this computer, it's really ideal for somebody who is going to be handling a lot of tasks. Now they do have an AMD Ryzen version, which in my opinion is better for multitasking, but Intel is basically the same thing. It's like tomatoes and tomatoes, the same thing. So you couldn't go wrong with either CPU. It's just a preference, to be honest, now at this point. But it's not a super light machine, which is not surprising. I got the 16-inch, so obviously it's gonna have a little weight to it. And I like that because I like to actually feel something, you know, make sure I'm actually holding it correctly. So I'm glad that it is heavier. So when I'm carrying it around, it's not gonna feel like I'm carrying just some paper, a book or something like that. I feel the weight of the machine, so I'll take more care when holding it. But one thing that I really do like, and it's a new thing that I haven't seen on any other computer, is the Copilot button, where you can literally press it from any screen you're at on the computer, and it'll pop up the Copilot AI, which I think is super handy. Say you're working on a project or say you're working on something for work, you just press that real quick instead of searching up ChatGPT or searching up Copilot. It's just a button you press on your computer and you're good to go. Storage options on here are pretty standard. I got the 1 terabyte just because I never want to run out of space. I feel like it's super inconvenient just to have to either get a USB or upgrade SSD, which I don't even know if this is possible with this computer. But regardless, I love to have as much space as possible. And given that it was on sale, why not? But the hinges are really cool. They have this cool little etching of the NV, which you'll see that around the computer and stuff like that. Cool bezels around the side. Screen super soft. Gives you a little friction on it too. Keypad is nice. I like that all the keys are uppercase. Kind of looks cool, unique, something I haven't seen before. Given that the trackpad is a lot smaller, you have a lot of hand space for your hands to rest on the actual, whatever it's called, the computer base part, whatever. Fans, super quiet. I don't hear them at all. I have to literally put my ear up to the computer to hear the fans. Yeah, they're super quiet and it doesn't really overheat. I've seen some people complain about overheating problems. It doesn't overheat. One thing I would say, and I want to test this out with different types of outlets, different types of surge protectors and stuff like that. The charger runs hot, so be wary of that, where you're going to set it at when you're charging your computer, because it does run really hot. But me, I'm all about the personalization. That's why I love Windows. So the hardest thing for me, honestly, was trying to find a background. I love anime. I love One Piece. So I found this background that was like a if you know, you know type of background, and it looks really good. That was probably the hardest part about setting it up. Other than that, I like to keep all the eco-friendly settings on because I feel like it doesn't really impact my performance that much. I don't do a lot of gaming on the computer, so I don't need high speeds. I don't need a high refresh rate. I'm not really into that. Maybe in the future, but for right now, I'm not using this computer for gaming. But then, you know, you have your initial setup, Wi-Fi, language, all that stuff, email. You can sync this with your Microsoft Office account. You can have all your files that you use on a previous computer or other accounts or other devices in this computer, which is, I mean, convenient, but every device does that nowadays, so it's not nothing new. But I can tell they actually put a lot of time into this computer. Everything feels really well intentioned and like it was on purpose. Nothing feels like it was a mistake or just thrown together. It's really, like I said, it has weight to it, so it's really durable. I would recommend getting a case for it though, because it can be slippery at times, but that's not a problem if you have a case or a skin on it. Given that it can go 360 degrees, I'm surprised at how little wiggle it has. But when you tap on it or tap the table, it doesn't wobble or bend as much, which is great because you don't want to accidentally push it off the table or something like that if you have it on the edge. But given that this is enabled with AI, you know you're getting the software updates all the time to make sure that Copilot can stay updated and with the newest softwares. But the brightness can get really bright. It has a backlit keypad, so I really like that for when you're those late nights when you're working or studying. Comes in clutch when you don't have any lamp or lighting available. Or say you want to go to a dark coffee shop, you can use this computer because the keyboard will light up. Now, I personally love to use Firefox. This is like my favorite browsing software. No particular reason. I just think Foxes look cool. But yeah, so I like to customize that a little bit and make sure I enjoy my browsing experience. I would say the whole theme of this computer is sleek and smooth. It feels very elegant and unique. Even down to the charging cables, they're super soft, durable. It seems like different materials on them. The cord, probably my favorite part of the computer. Camera, it has a camera shutter on there, so when you're not using the camera, you can just close it and you feel more protected. When you're not using your computer, just keep it closed like a privacy screen. But yeah, like I said, with the tablet mode, given that this is a 16-inch, you can use it landscape and portrait. The portrait looks really cool in my opinion. It kind of looks like one of those Samsung Odysseys or something like that. It looks really cool. Turning on the laptop, honestly, it's so easy. When I first turned it on, I was thinking it was going to take like maybe 10 minutes to turn on, but the setup process was so easy and simple. After you set up everything, it maybe takes like 15 seconds to turn on, which is so short. You press the button, look away, and it's on. But the responsiveness of the touchscreen is so good. I don't have to worry about input lag, or I don't have to worry about misclicking anything. Sometimes it can be a little too sensitive, if you ask me. All in all, I think this is a pretty great laptop. I'm excited to get to use it more and really run it through the ringer. Like I said, the week in the life of this is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I think that's everything, folks. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell button, hit the like button. Let me know in the comment what was your favorite part of the video, anything I left out that you would have liked to see in this video. If you have the computer, hey, let me know. We could be Microsoft buddies or something. But until next time, peace out, family.